folks. The Arena World Championship has taken us all across the world this year. And we definitely figured out a few things. We figured out all of the best teams from every region. But as of today, I think we figured out the best region in the entire world. Over 18 online cups. And you know what? In the NA versus EU cups, at the LANs, these teams looked incredible. But when it was those NA online cups, these guys, they went head to head time and time again. They went back and forth, so many matches played, and they have looked absolutely insane. But to be here right now, before we introduce them, I have one question. Are you ready for North America to win BlizzCon? It's time to figure out who our champion is going to be first. A team that has just moved through the lower portion of the bracket. They're on absolute fire. They are known as the Gosu crew. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the team coming out of the lower portion of the bracket. It's the move, baby! Now, they had a pretty grueling run to get here to the grand final. There's one team that's been sitting comfortable for a little while. The final boss of the tournament. Lord Mez said himself, if it wasn't for this team, they may not have even competed this year. And now they are the favorite to win BlizzCon. Can we make a little noise for Method Orange? Ladies and gentlemen, NA versus NA, the Gosu crew versus Method Orange. The grand finals of BlizzCon 2018 start right now.
Who's in our way. We just really want to make sure that we get to this first LAN and kind of start off really strong with this year. So it's just points.
Winter on the offfield by CeeDoo. Great backup, great chain, and this could easily be the series. 1 second away from getting that Spirit Link, but it's 1 second that you don't get. Method Orange.
I've always believed that the best way to play on a team is to always play the thing that you're best at. I've never really believed in playing a bunch of different classes to try to counter-comp people.
They're going to use Wyvern Sting on Peekaboo and deny a sap, but they get a Psychic Scream instead. Wyvern Sting is shortly going to be fading. Peekaboo trying to line up for a stun. There's a ton of damage following up towards Dilly now with a silence on the Milkman. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
But obviously we'd like to come first. But most of all, we don't want to bust around and just come last. I think we should be able to finish at a respectable place. We can maybe even win.
Landing another fear. This is insane play from Janimal to get a kill potentially on his Thugonomics. He's down at 10%. He did it. That was absolutely insane from Janimal.
Honestly, the competition has never been harder, and my respect for my opponents has never been higher. I'll just try to do my best.
Comet Storm comes crashing down, and Nixie, I don't think you're going to survive this one.
It might not be over though. Acro's still dropping low. The Sunder comes in. He's so low, and they get the cross kill. This isn't over yet. Alex says he's not had enough.
Best quality as a player is definitely my communication. In heated games where things are happening super quick and you need to make sure you have defensives, offensives, who to kill, when to run.
Waz should recover. Alec on the run. Waz is the only opening, but Alec locked down in the stun. It's going to ultimately get closed out.
Going into this LAN, we've been practicing a bunch of different new comps, and we're currently the highest rated team in the world, and we're really hoping to prove ourselves.
Warx has nothing. He's ducking behind the corner, hanging on by a thread. Looney doing whatever he can, but caught into a Psychic Scream. Relton burned all his mana. He's on 10%. He stayed alive on the final seconds. They win on their worst map, and at this point, it's looking like the end for Reformed.
BlizzCon, are you ready to crown your champion of 2018? These two squads have been back and forth all year long. On their road here, they've gone against each other an even 50 times. The head-to-head matchup, 25-25. We settle the score here. Who is the best from North America? Who is going to be our champion? Method Orange versus the Gosu crew. And I am next to a desk that went back and forth all year trying to decide if we were going to have history, if we were going to have a North America versus North America Grand Final, something that's never happened at any game at BlizzCon before. And trust me, we had some disagreements, but we ultimately have made it here after countless tournaments. My name is Rich, I'm gonna be your host. We got Zico with all of the analysis, and we got Supertees and Ben Ruki to cast the moment-to-moment action, and I am already shaking. We are here at BlizzCon, and Zico, it's NA versus NA.
It's NA versus NA, but don't look too happy. I remember you predicting Method Black to win the tournament, but still, here we are today. Method Orange versus the Gosu crew, the same teams that have been battling to the bitter end, to the last final cup final for getting that first seed in North America.
Yeah. It's so crazy because that first and second seed, it was so important to actually move through the bracket. Look, Method Orange was able to get it. They had a much easier road here, not by teams, but they got to play the shorter amount of games. They kept that advantage. They are entering from that winner's portion of the bracket. The Gosu crew, they've had their backs against the wall all day. They looked incredible 0-3s coming out in the end, but still, it was a hard road. Then, how often do we see teams this equally matched in the season 25-25?
When I heard 25-25, I really couldn't believe my ears. I had to double check that. I mean, these teams have been going back and forth, but exactly even going into the BlizzCon finals of 2018, it is absolutely insane. I don't think we've ever seen this before.
Now, I think that everybody's probably got a lot of questions who's watching. The main thing, what on earth are these guys going to play into each other head-to-head? Supertees, I'm going to give you the hardest question here. What do you expect to see when we actually jump into the blind pick?
I think no matter what from the Gosu crew, we're seeing Peekaboo on that rogue. I think it's likely that we see the Assassination Rogue, Shadow Priest, WizK, Peekaboo, Absturge, the Wombo combo, that composition they've been playing for years together. Despite it maybe not being the strongest in the meta, they make it the strongest in the meta. On the opposite side with Method Orange, when these teams go head-to-head, is that we often see Sam I Am on that Balanced Druid, Trill on the Demon Hunter, and Cedu on the Restoration Shaman. And we will finally this year get to decide who the best Restoration Shaman is between the two of them, 25-25 currently, but only one can win.
Yeah, you know, in North America, we have a couple of things. We have the championship of the 2018 BlizzCon Finals for the Arena World Championship, which feels pretty good, but we also have the best shamans in the world. Talked about time and time again. When we look at Absturge, when we look at Cedu, how do these guys actually match up in your mind, Zico?
Well, I think Absturge, his playstyle is a little bit more on the defensive side. He plays with a Shadow Priest, and even in Legion, when Shadow Priests were basically a piece of paper, they managed to stay alive against all kinds of melee cleaves. Absturge always had that great synergy with WizK. And then Cedu, he was always playing that Windwalker DK, those melee cleaves, running at the enemy healer, holding down the purges, and just keeping his team very, very aggressive. Now they are finally going to match up once and for all to decide the score between them. And this is a best of 7, so someone's got to be at least one game under when we finish the day here. We are not going to be going out 25-25.
Yeah, somebody is going to take the crown between these two teams in the Gosu crew. They've accomplished so much this year. They've started to form this huge following, but you look at Method Orange and everything that they've done as well. You can look at Cedu even by himself. How many times he's been up on that stage? He has a 5th place, he has a 4th place, he has a 3rd place, he has a 2nd place, he has a very fantastic casting career, and now he has one more chance here. Is this the one? Is this where Cedu and Method Orange take it? Or will the Gosu crew put up a huge fight? It all starts right now. BlizzCon, the Gosu crew versus Method Orange.
We get to decide who the king of shaman is here right now. Sam I Am leading the charge with potentially a lot of damage, holding the trigger on those Star Surges. They managed to pull Dispersion from WizK very early on. Sam I Am getting peeled away from this initial attack. The Gosu crew, they're gonna go, whoa, tons of damage. Sam I Am almost catching WizK off guard, but Gosu crew deny the early all-in from Method Orange.
What is going on right now? Method Orange, they smell blood on the water. They want to get very aggressive early on. Peekaboo looking to reverse the pressure with a full blind on Cedu. Can they get the damage damage rolling. It doesn't look like it. A little bit of a swap here. Peekaboo looking to get some damage rolling onto Sea-Doo, getting him low. Silence comes in. You can see Sea-Doo. He knows he's vulnerable. He's running the Zalzex Veiled Eye, that very defensive trinket. Ultimately will keep him alive.
Sea-Doo getting good support from Trill there during that exchange. Fair cooldown trades from both sides. Peekaboo's overspending is welcome there. Chasing down Sea-Doo is a risky move if Trill is able to back him up. Both Sam-I-Am and Trill tag teaming on Peekaboo. Absurge pops Ascendance to recover, but now caught in the solar beam. Peekaboo drops the smoke bomb to reverse it. Sam-I-Am with no trinket. Sea-Doo in a dire situation. Plays it calm, cool, and collected. Healing Tide Totem down. Sam-I-Am recovers. Now Peekaboo on the back foot.
Yeah, mind control on Sea-Doo. It's not over yet. The Gosu crew still wants to maintain this pressure. Peekaboo now swapping onto Sea-Doo, making sure he has bleed, so he is a vulnerable target a little bit later on in the game. For Method Orange, their main target will be Peekaboo in this matchup, looking to run Absurge out of mana, but so far Absurge is doing very healthy. WizK with a nice double fear.
Good crowd control by WizK, and Peekaboo backs him up. That banks a Gladiator's Medallion from Sea-Doo. He's going to be increasingly vulnerable to blind, as well as another kidney shot. Trill is going to have to carry the team, but he also does not have Gladiator's Medallion. This is dire for Method Orange. Sea-Doo gets aggressive though. He gets cheeky, landing a Hex on Absurge and putting Peekaboo behind. How much more can Peekaboo take? Absurge recovers, and now Sea-Doo on the back foot with 2 members low on health.
Yeah, reverse on that Silence coming in from Trill, helping Sea-Doo out, but now Sea-Doo into the kidney shot, preemptively drops the Earthen Shield Totem to keep himself alive, but big burst pressure coming in from the Gosu crew. Spirit Link Totem forced out as well as the Ascendance. Sea-Doo will live, but at the expense of basically all his defensives.
Both of these teams slugging it out here in the BlizzCon Finals. The last opportunity to try and claim that title here in this best of 7. Peekaboo trades out to recover and survive. We have not even stepped into Dampening at this point. The pressure is mounting. Sam-I-Am locked down, but he read the situation, preemptively shapeshifted, and Peekaboo has to run away during his blind attempt. This is devastating for the Gosu crew.
Yeah, the Gosu crew having to trade out their defensives in order to live there. And you can see Sea-Doo now caught into a full fear. Sam-I-Am still rotting down a little bit low. Peekaboo trying to live, still just under fire. So much pressure coming in from Method Orange during this game onto Peekaboo, who's just been forced defensive to run away, looking for the pressure, but once again, forced the line of sight.
Sam-I-Am ramping up with that Innervate. Incarnation in 4 seconds. Sam-I-Am has 2 gigantic Star Surges. Peekaboo knows that and ducks for cover. Good awareness from the Gosu crew to avoid that damage. Sam-I-Am now forced to switch targets, actually cycling up WizK. The Gosu crew completely aware of Sam-I-Am ramping up for that huge burst and managed to avoid the attack. Sam-I-Am still just trying to end this double stun from Trill. Clean setup. They managed to bank 2 Gladiator's Medallions with that stun from Trill. Nice moves. Now reverse magic on the Silence. The Gosu crew deny the Incarnation and stay in the fight. Both teams evening out here as we edge closer to Dampening.
Yeah, Peekaboo has that Vital Vendetta available for any moment. Sea-Doo opting to drop his Earthen Shield Totem preemptively before going into stun. Peekaboo realizing the situation, he's just going to be waiting, building up his damage, waiting to put the stun onto Sea-Doo when he can. Absurge is doing quite well on mana. Normally you see Method Orange with the Demon Hunter always have the mana lead, but in this matchup, it's not the case.
Clean setup here by the Gosu crew. They managed to snag Sea-Doo's Gladiator's Medallion. They've got a lot of damage. He's caught in midfield. All 3 members dogpiling on top of Sea-Doo. How's he gonna deal with it? He's on the run. Trill backs him up, but Peekaboo is relentless, still making his way over, but now switching back to Sam-I-Am. Once again, Sea-Doo in a tough position with 2 targets low on health. Dropping that Healing Tide, but WizK life grips Peekaboo on top of him. He gets cycloned up. Peekaboo overextends. Trades Cloak of Shadows. Still dangerously low. Absurge overlaps, but Sea-Doo is still in trouble. How much longer can Sea-Doo deal with this? How much longer can Peekaboo stay on target? Both members in trouble. Star Surge comes sniping in, but Absurge with clutch heals keeps Peekaboo alive.
Yeah, Peekaboo has to be very careful overextending and chasing down Sea-Doo. Sea-Doo's doing it very intelligently, dragging him out of line of sight, allowing Trill, Sam-I-Am to build up pressure. Double Chaos Nova coming in, followed up by the stun from Sea-Doo. Peekaboo uses the feint, but he has nothing left. Cyclone on Absurge! Method Orange looking to claim game number 1. Hex on Absurge, but Peekaboo somehow, some way manages to survive.
Absurge is playing a dangerous game right now, not committing that Spirit Link Totem, but he's gonna get ahead on cooldowns, just stepping into Dampening, which means this is only gonna get more difficult and more insane for these Restoration Shamans. Absurge and Sea-Doo playing out of their minds to claim their first BlizzCon title here. This is their last chance to go head-to-head. They are so evenly matched here in game 1.
Yep, Trill looking for a little bit of pressure on WizK as Peekaboo's just playing so defensive. Now in midfield, Looks like once again Method Orange looking to make a swap on Peekaboo. He trinkets out of the stun, looking for a smoke bomb kill on Samiam, but they just don't have the damage. Silence on Sea-Doo, no trinket available. Hex on Absterge, nicely done by Sea-Doo. Good crowd control. Peekaboo forced defensive once again.
Sea-Doo's aggressive hexes have been letting his team get more opportunities. Absterge does not have that same opportunity. Samiam can remove Hex. So if Sea-Doo can sneak in one of these hexes in deep dampening, this game easily closes out. You can see Sea-Doo and Samiam repositioning defensively. Samiam is ramping up with that Innervate, Lively Spirit Azurite trait. He's going to get a big boost of damage here shortly, and he's moving in position. The Gosu crew are getting ready for it as they're huddled around the corner. Will Samiam be able to close this out? Incarn available. They need to pull the trigger, but the mind controls are stalling it out. Trill is at low health. Samiam's going to lose the opportunity for big burst. Good defensive awareness from the Gosu crew as momentum swings in their favor.
Trail looking for a triple Chaos Nova, unfortunately not finding it. Absterge Peekaboo able to get out of line of sight, and that's going to lose Method Orange a little bit of offensive pressure. Blind on Sea-Doo, he has his trinket, he has Spirit Link. Samiam activates the Bark Skin, wanting to save Sea-Doo's trinket. They could swap to him later, so Sea-Doo's being very careful in this situation, sitting the full sap as well. Samiam looking to get aggressive with the stun. Trail getting swapped to. A lot of pressure coming in from the Gosu crew. 11% dampening. These Shamans under a lot of fire.
Peekaboo with relentless swapping, really keeping Sea-Doo on his toes, and they managed to bank very powerful defensive cooldowns from Method Orange. And when we step deep into dampening, those escape mechanisms will not be available. Method Orange are going to be stressed for the remainder of this fight. Peekaboo, though, if he overextends, it could cost his life, but they need to take this opportunity to close the game. It's going to be a risky decision here in game one for Peekaboo.
Yeah, Peekaboo's been doing a great job defensively all tournament long. Now looking for a kill on Samiam with a kidney shot. Sea-Doo, though, not in any crowd control. Should be no real threat. He's able to top off Sam. Peekaboo getting low. Has his trinket, but really no defensives. That's a big opening for Method Orange moving forward.
Samiam looking for Cyclones, gets denied. Peekaboo, target acquired. Sea-Doo, he's getting ready for it. Astral Shift preemptively, but they're playing it patiently. They're not committing the damage. Now Samiam on the back foot. They swap over to Trill. Lots of damage. Not much left. Gosu crew looking to close, but Samiam, MVP Cyclone, denies the kill.
Nicely done by Samiam, but Sea-Doo, he has to play catch-up. He has the Earthen Wall Totem if he can drop it, but everyone's on 50% HP. WizK putting out huge pressure in this matchup. Samiam looking to slow down the Gosu crew with these Cyclones. Nicely done. Imprisonment on Absterge. Peekaboo getting low. He uses triple kidney shot on Trill. WizK with a beautiful fear, looking for a mind control as well, but Sea-Doo with the Earthen Wall Totem. Nicely done. I think Trill will survive. Maybe?
I don't know. We're getting pretty deep in dampening. This is only going to get more stressful for Sea-Doo and the squad of Method Orange. Trill still low, but Peekaboo being pressured. Absterge in the clone. Samiam carrying the team right now. Absterge is desperately trying to recover, but he's still locked down in crowd control. Peekaboo gets bursted. Absterge has options, but he may choke.
Trill!
Peekaboo dips low. Now Trill in trouble. 10 seconds away from Sea-Doo's trinket. Trill on the run. The Gosu crew commit for the kill, but get denied again by Samiam. Great plays from Samiam. The only reason the Method Orange are alive.
The hero of Method Orange. Peekaboo still caught into the stun. They're looking to reverse the pressure. Incarnation's going to be up in 30 seconds. Hex snuck in from Sea-Doo. Peekaboo barely surviving. Evasion, feint, everything he can to survive. Light swap coming in from WizK as well. Samiam on fire, getting a Cyclone. WizK low as they look to make a swap, but a nice smoke bomb swap going out on the Trill. Can he survive? Manages to sneak out. Sea-Doo lands the heal and Trill survives.
The pressure is insane. Samiam carrying the team on his back right now. The Gosu crew are running out of time. They're losing heavily on mana as we move deeper and deeper into dampening. Incarnation available for Samiam. He can get the game-winning play here at any moment if Absterge is not ready. His entire team under pressure as Trill lets it rip.
And for the first time in this match, the Gosu crew completely on the back foot. Line of sighting, trying to avoid damage. Kidney shot on Trill. Do they have CC on Sea-Doo? Beautiful fear. Sea-Doo trinkets out. Needs to find the healing. Gets caught in the silence. WizK gets Cyclones. Nicely done by Sammy. Trinkets out. Reverse magic coming in from Trill as well to free up Sea-Doo. Nice triple Chaos Nova from Trill.
Cyclone follow-up. Samiam playing out of his mind. You can tell the pressure is not getting to him in this match. The Gosu crew are getting stressed here. Absterge is holding on to Ascendance for as long as possible for a bounce back and a big push towards Trill. They've got maybe 30 more seconds to get a kill, and if the Gosu crew can't find it in time, Method Orange will take game one. Clones on WizK, Prison on Absurge denying the Ascendants. They keep Absurge locked down. Great crowd control by Trill here, but he's overextended. This is the last opportunity for the Gosu crew.
Silence on Sea-Doo, kidney shot on Trill. Do they have the damage? Sea-Doo not messing around, getting in position, keeping Trill up. Trill looking to push out and close out this game with a Cyclone on Absurge. Absurge gets freed up, still has the mana, still has Trinket, Spirit Link. The Gosu crew's not looking too bad, but Method Orange in a huge lead.
Absurge maintaining his mana despite all the pressure as Dampening ramps up to critical mass. See on the blind, no Trinket. How are they going to do it? This Sam-I-Am is low. Gone to a kidney shot, but Absurge is crowd controlled as well. It's a race to the finish. WizK keeps the chain going. Peekaboo barely stays alive. Absurge in a good position with his Gladiator's Medallion lined up. He's caught in a Solar Beam. Where's the Mass Dispel? He gets denied by Trill. Both Peekaboo and WizK in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, WizK getting lower. Chaos Nova comes in. Absurge, can you save him? No, you cannot. Method Orange claims game number 1.
And I think it is clear how these teams throughout the entirety of our season have gone back and forth and back and forth. 25 and 25 now. Method Orange strikes first blood and starts to grab the reins in this blind pick. How are they able to do it, Zico?
Absolutely insane performance from everybody on Method Orange, but I gotta give it to Sam-I-Am. This guy was on fire in this game, denying so many close calls from the Gosu crew. Every single time Trill was in lockdown, Sea-Doo was in crowd control, nobody had ways to get out of that CC. Sam-I-Am stepped up to the plate, got the Cyclones on Peekaboo, got the Cyclones onto WizK, stalled out the game, and then they managed to land their own CC chains, and finally, towards the end there, take down WizK with that incarnation.
I think it's so important to really look at this team and how its dynamic works too with Method Orange, because I've said it a few times, the idea that they really are at full power for the first time at this tournament. Obviously, at the first LAN, they have everybody who's on the team currently, but Sam-I-Am seems to be that glue. Once he's been added to the roster, this is the first LAN where they have all 4 of them in place, and look at how strong they've looked.
Yeah, and they have been taking this tournament more serious than I've ever seen Sea-Doo before. They got together, all living together, basically boot camping, practicing day in, day out. At this event, they have done nothing but war game and sleep. That's basically it. World of Warcraft all day, every day, and they just look so prepared because of it.
Yeah, I think Sam-I-Am's been at Chuck's house for like 2 months or something like that, and that really is the mentality of that squad. They really do act like a family, and in that family, Sea-Doo and Mez are definitely the dads. But let's look at the moment-to-moment action and see how they were able to take this first game.
Yeah, this was such a crazy point in the game, and I really like this because it highlights the strength of both teams. You see Peekaboo is trying to cause pressure there onto Sam-I-Am, and Absurge caught up in that Root Solar Beam into a full Hex. I mean, Peekaboo is a Live Lord. Most strokes would have gone down at that point in the game, but Peekaboo somehow struggles himself alive, and here again with the setup, Root Solar Beam, Cap Totem, so much damage onto WizK, and he has nothing to work with as well there. Absolutely insane performance, so much back and forth. WizK was under pressure, the Peekaboo was under pressure, Sam-I-Am was under pressure. We saw swaps to Sea-Doo earlier on in the game, so much action. Everybody was a target.
So we talked about the strengths of Method Orange and how they were able to take down this first game, but we are pretty certain that the Gosu crew is not out of this by any means yet. Let's start to talk about what they actually do offer. Supatis, what compositions do you think they will most likely be employing throughout the entirety of this best of 7?
I really don't think anyone is going to make a change. I think that Method Orange have prepared this composition to its full potential, really, as well as the Gosu crew. That you can't get much more skill capped than Method Orange is at this and Gosu crew is at that. So I don't think we're seeing any changes. It's just going to come down to the decision making. It's going to come down to the outplays. It's going to come down to the mistakes. And no matter what, we're going to have a North American BlizzCon champion. It's just unbelievable.
Feels pretty good to say, doesn't it? The other thing that I want to talk about, Venruki, is something that could potentially be a strength or a weakness right now for the Gosu crew. And I think you're one of the guys who is most able to answer this as somebody who's competed up on that stage. Today, we see the Gosu crew. They've already gone 9-3 3 now in map count after that last one. They had a 3-1, a 3-1, and a 3-0. They've been playing all day long. Their hands are definitely hot. On the other hand, we have Method Orange, who has been waiting in the grand finals since last night. Do you think that plays into the Gosu Crew's favor, having those extra matches today?
It really depends on how you look at it. For Method Orange, they're fresh, like you said, but you could also say they're potentially cold. They're not as on fire as the Gosu Crew, who has been up there.
Not cold.
Yeah, they're definitely not cold. But the Gosu Crew, on the other hand, they have been playing all day. They really need to rise to the occasion, play out the series, because this is the series of their lives.
Cold or hot, I think one thing is certain, that quite a few people here in the stands are cheering for Method Orange. As we enter this second game, they lead by 1 against the Gosu Crew.
Sidu is 1 game closer to breaking that curse. Will he be able to get a BlizzCon championship to his name? The Gosu Crew look to deny that dream, but early on, Method Orange get a lot of crowd control, forcing powerful defensives from Peekaboo, and the longer he spends overextended, the more dangerous it becomes for him.
Yeah, Method Orange using all their offensive cooldowns, Incarnation, Innervate, Metamorphosis from Trill. Peekaboo forced to respond with his evasion and Cloak of Shadow. Samayam taking a little bit of pressure. Sidu not in any crowd control, trying to reposition out of line of sight. Double Fear coming in from WizK as they try to make a swap on Sidu, but unfortunately not able to find it.
Samayam being pressured away, but in good defensive position with Sidu as they kite away from the Gosu Crew and try to avoid them until that vendetta has been committed. Peekaboo Shadow steps in, but if he line of sights Absterge, he could just get annihilated. Trill chasing him down, now gets rooted up by the healer. Good job there by Absterge as the Gosu Crew are just chasing down Sidu. Sidu predicts the attack Earthen Walls, but they switch targets. Great awareness by Peekaboo here in the final game of BlizzCon 2018.
Peekaboo's taking so much pressure in this game. Trill and Samayam really doing a lot of damage. Root Beam on Absterge, he's stuck in that. Chaos Nova on Peekaboo. Nicely done with a preemptive feint. Will keep Peekaboo alive, but he's not out of it yet. Cyclone coming in from Samayam. He's been on fire throughout this entire series. Peekaboo forced defensive with a kidney shot on Trill. WizK trying to back him up with mind controls. Hex snuck in by Sidu. Peekaboo still running for his life. Fell Eruption on Absterge. Can Method Orange claim this game? Peekaboo barely survives. Looking to get some pressure rolling on Samayam.
Peekaboo breaks up the chain and stays in the fight. Both teams so evenly matched here in the finals of BlizzCon 2018. Peekaboo playing it a bit scared, now charging across the map. I'm curious to see where the Gosu Crew will strike next. Is it going to be Sidu? Is it going to be Samayam? It's going to be Samayam. Sidu leaving him behind, trying to get in position, spelling off those dots, but they go for the smoke bomb. Samayam trades quite efficiently with Barkskin and Earthen Wall Totem, but it is a 2-for-1. It's an opportunity for the Gosu Crew to strike moving forward. That almost deadly vendetta available, but Method Orange pulled the trigger first, and Peekaboo getting bursted down. Sidu looking for a Hex here, trying to close it out, gets feared on it. Great denial by WizK.
Yeah, good backup from WizK, and Prism is going to be used on Absterge. Peekaboo could still be in a little trouble, but they're looking for Sidu. Kidney shot, he's midfield. Silence gets reversed by Trill. Trill's been on fire, making sure he can get those silences off Sidu in those crucial moments out of the kidney shot.
It's been an entire year of head-to-head, the Gosu Crew up against Method Orange, and we finally get to settle the score. Method Orange lead the series 1-0, but the Gosu Crew, they've had so much energy in the lower bracket for this entire event. They're definitely heated. They want to go all out. Blind on Sidu. Good damage on Samayam. They need to keep the chain going, but the defense is unbreakable. Samayam stays in the fight, and Method Orange stabilize. Now they can look to initiate an attack. That Innervate. Samayam's going to start ramping up, and these Star Surges impending could be deadly.
They absolutely could. Sidu needs to be casting as many spells as possible to make sure Samayam is getting maximum damage. That's what they need, but the Gosu Crew, they have been reading these Innervates quite well. Line of sighting, Trill has to trinket out. The Gosu Crew looking to get some pressure on Trill. Samayam rotting down. Here comes the Incarnation. Can they take Peekaboo down? Root Beam on Absterge. WizK just spamming out the mind controls to try to deny some damage. And the Gosu Crew may have weathered the storm.
Ooh, Method Orange keep the chain going off the back of Samayam's 6 setup. Both Peekaboo and WizK very low on health. Absterge sitting through relentless crowd control. Bounces back. He's trying to play it frugal and hold on to cooldowns, managing to make it out alive, saving some powerful spells for a later time. We have not even stepped into Dampening at that point. It's just going to get even more crazy. Peekaboo dipping low. Absterge trying to bounce back. He's barely hanging on. He's just going to go down. Samayam closing it out in game 2.
That's a big star surge right there, Supati's. Method Orange going to kick things off 2-0 against the Gosu crew. And they're doing it on the composition that really has started to become their main cup. Look at their road to BlizzCon as well. They started out as the cleave specialist, and they didn't even know if they wanted to pick up that fourth player. They didn't know if they would break up the synergy at all for this team, and they just talked about staying as that cleave specialist. They pick up Sam I Am, and look at what they're able to do.
Yeah, and there's a big parallel that you can draw there between Pen and Paper and Method Orange, because they used to be the cleave specialists, and we saw Pen and Paper get knocked out a little bit sooner. Now we find Sea-Doo and Method Orange picking up Sam I Am, having an incredible performance on that balance druid, and now they are up 2-0 in the finals. This could be the year of Sea-Doo and Method Orange. This could be it.
But also just think about how impactful it is for them to start out 2-0. When you talk about them being 25 and 25 over 50 series, they played out 9 cups against each other. It wasn't very often that you didn't see it go all the way through, go the distance, go to that game 7, go to that game 5 when they went head to head. Now we look at Method Orange, and I just think they've looked better than they haven't dropped a series in this tournament. They've looked better than they have ever.
Yeah, they're really practicing more than they ever have before, and it just shows. These guys have been the best at this composition throughout all of Battle for Azeroth, and they are just playing it on a whole new level. The amount of pressure Trill's able to put out, the amount of crowd control Sam I Am has available, just how solid Sea-Doo is as a healer. They just make a perfect team, and the Gosu crew, they're really struggling with their RPS. I kind of wonder if they should be switching it up.
That is the main thing that we need to be thinking about right now, folks, because Method Orange is leading 2-0. We're going to jump back into the action shortly.
The 2018 World of Warcraft Arena World Championship is brought to you in part by Republic of Gamers, Corsair, T-Mobile, Samsung SSD, and NVIDIA.
In the Overwatch League, you're hyping up the chat, taking your team to hashtag trending, and spreading memes at tracer level speed.
All while watching us cap the point.
Speed like that deserves a network that can keep up. With T-Mobile, get all the Overwatch League you can handle with coast-to-coast coverage. Now your arena is where you make it.
Check out the new Blizzard's esports mobile app. For the first time ever, all Blizzard esports content can be found in one place. Get the latest news and schedules for your favorite esports events all year long. Set alerts for tune-in reminders so you can watch live and check out scores to stay up to date. You can even tailor the look of the app to match your favorite game, and look forward to even more features coming in 2019. Download the Blizzard's esports mobile app right now. As stated on the tickets and the notices at the door, this esports event is being live streamed and recorded for Blizzard's use. The closer to the front you sit, the higher the chances of you being recognizably visible will be. If you want to grab a seat in the back of the auditorium, please let an usher know.
The Gosu crew are a fantastic team. They've been incredibly hard matches all year, and just in general, like going back any number of years, like they've all been on different teams, but in really hard matchups, and they're all incredible players. I wouldn't say it's a rivalry that we have with them so much, we're just kind of stuck in spots, we're always against them. And I think that's just a testament to how good they are.
I absolutely think playing against the Gosu crew has raised our game. I didn't really think it was going to be that great of a team. They had Rogue Hunter and Shadow Priest Rogue, and at the time that didn't look like very good comps, and quite frankly they didn't even make the first LAN. Now the second season they came in and they didn't change their comps. They just decided to get way better at them. So they went from not making it at all the first season to being the most dominant team the second season, and playing against someone that you beat, you don't really have to improve that much, but playing against someone that is saying, you know what, you beat us, now we're going to beat you, then we got to go back to the drawing boards and we got to figure out how to beat them. It's definitely allowed us to raise our game and just be so much more aware. I wouldn't say there's a rivalry there as players and competitors, but there is definitely a big competitive rivalry where we know that those players are the best at their respective classes, and it's always a challenge to face them.
Method Orange has always been the hardest team ever to fight because of just the players on the team. They've all been in the competitive scene for so many years, and they're all the absolute best of their classes and what they do. They always find out what's the strongest comp you're playing, what do we need to do to counter this, what can we do to have any sort of upper hand on the team they're fighting, and they always find out what it is. And they usually find it out before anyone else does, so that's another thing why it's pretty difficult. Out of the term rivalry to me, kind of seems like we're technically just enemies and everything. And I mean, there is a lot of competitive tension between us and everything, but in the end of it, we're all actually still friends and everything like that. But I mean, in game, I'm absolutely trying to kill Sidu every single time in that first kidney shot without a doubt in my mind. But after that, you know, I'd gladly go out and eat dinner with him or something, you know, hang out with him.
Outside of WoW, I actually hung out with Trill, Yam, and Mez in the last LAN in Poland, and honestly, I have nothing against those guys. Those guys are great personalities, good people, you know. Sidu, a loving guy, you know, kids, family, his dogs, everything. He's a good guy too. It's just in WoW, obviously, you know, there's a rivalry, whether you want to call it that or not. It's true, and we just want to win. So of course we're gonna run and crush Sidu.
You hear from both of these teams how they're able to level up each other's gameplay by non-stop competition. 25 and 25 before they got here up on the main stage. And look at what these two teams have accomplished. For the first time since 2013, North America has owned a BlizzCon. They have leveled each other up, but that's not enough for either of them. Both of them want to take the throne right now, and Method Orange has struck first blood. They lead 2-0 here, and the main question on our mind is whether or not the Gosu crew is going to switch off this composition at any point. They've locked it in here again. If Method Orange takes this Super Tease, they're already finding themselves on match point.
I mean, it's looking better and better for Method Orange. You can tell after the thousands of games that they've put into this composition that they have crafted themselves into a lean, mean Warcraft machine. And the Gosu crew, they're getting close, but just not enough to push them over. And Method Orange might walk away 4-0 in the finals. It'd be unbelievable.
It is something that could happen. The Gosu crew versus Method Orange, the two best teams in the world. They've already proven that they can do it for their region, #1 and #2, but now they're going for BlizzCon champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the gates are about to open. Make some noise for the Gosu crew versus Method Orange. The
Gosu crew looking to get aggressive once again. WizK midfield looking to build up that insanity. Trill pushing in. Peekaboo sitting in stealth, waiting to pick his moment.
Yeah, WizK protects Peekaboo from that spectral sight. Trill not able to find him. Now Peekaboo making his way over to initiate an attack on Trill. They're going to mix it up here. Now swap over to Samayam, trying to keep Sea-Doo on his toes. Samayam going to trade here. Peekaboo's Vendetta has been thwarted quite efficiently, but Samayam actually kiting out of the Earthen Wall totem and taking a lot of damage from that maneuver, but Sea-Doo will ultimately re-stabilize the team.
Yeah, see, Samayam still has his Incarnation available as well. He's already traded out the Innervate. Here comes the Incarnation. Big pressure on Peekaboo. Immediately Cloak of Shadows. He does not want to mess around. He knows the damage Samayam has available and just wants to stop it.
Yeah, that Incarnation from a Balanced Druid, you either want to run for the hills or trade a cooldown almost immediately. If you're not careful, you fall over to the ground like Peekaboo in game number 2. So the Gosu crew staying on their toes in a defensive position and avoiding Samayam's Incarnation. As soon as that has faded, they are likely to move for another attack. Sea-Doo needs to prepare for it. Who are they going to go after? That's the surprise factor that the Gosu crew have. Anybody on Method Orange is a potential kill target.
The Gosu crew always the team pushing the pace, looking to get the setup here. Blind on Sea-Doo, immediately trinketed. Sea-Doo could be an opening later on for the Gosu crew. Samayam still under fire, big pressure, but Trill deflecting Peekaboo. Trill throughout this entire series has just had so much pressure on Peekaboo. He's always having to doubt himself, pushing in, having to play safe and line of sight.
Great crowd control breaks there. WizK was trying to set up for a potential win, but gets denied once again by Method Orange. Their cooldown's starting to rotate back up, and the only opening I see right now is gunning down for Sea-Doo, and Peekaboo takes it. Will he have enough damage to push Sea-Doo over the edge? I do not think so, as Sea-Doo ducks around the corner. Samayam with support. Absurd's locked in crowd control. Samayam on fire right now, putting Peekaboo heavily behind.
Yeah, Method Orange, they always have the safety net. Trill, he has the trinket, he has the darkness. At any moment, he can drop that purple cloud to keep his team alive. It's just going to be very important that Method Orange saves Trill's trinket in order to keep their team stable. Samayam into the kidney shot, big burst coming in from the Gosu crew with no crowd control on Sea-Doo. He gets topped off. See Peekaboo once again looking for his target, but Sea-Doo just out of line of sight, out positioning the Gosu crew in the series.
Samayam pulling back. They know Peekaboo has Vendetta, and they're running for the hills to escape from it, but Peekaboo is also overextending. He commits the Vendetta. He goes all in. Will Sea-Doo survive? He's able to with a nice reverse magic from Trill and good support from Samayam. Method Orange as a unit look unbreakable.
Yet Sea-Doo with the Zalzex Veiled Eyes can be very tanky as well, and now once again, Peekaboo a little bit overextended out of line of sight of Absurge. Needs to let the heals get connected. Absurge into the root beam. Double Chaos Nova coming in from Trill. As you can see, Method Orange getting pressure rolling on Peekaboo. Nice Hex coming in from Sea-Doo as well. Overlap with the Cyclone from Samayam. Peekaboo in a 1v2 situation, trying to stay alive here. Samayam gets interrupted. Now Peekaboo looking to reverse the pressure.
Absturge preemptive Earthen Wall Totem allowed Peekaboo to safely sit through that extended crowd control chain. Good read by Absturge here in the BlizzCon Finals of 2018 as Method Orange look to advance to match point. The Gosu crew need a miracle at this point. They're just falling more and more behind. They've got an opportunity here to take out Samayam. He read the situation, got into that bear form right before the attack, trades efficiently, and stays alive.
Yep, Sea-Doo not having to use his trinket on that blind. Here comes the silence. Cheap shot on Trill. He's not able to reverse it. Samayam using his bark skin. He could be vulnerable. No trinket, no bark skin, but Peekaboo without the smoke bomb, no real threat of a big swap. And Sea-Doo still has his trinket, still has Spirit Link. Method Orange is looking safe.
Samayam's got that Incarnation. Let's see if they can line it up with triple crowd control. WizK's trying to preempt it. They start the chain with a stun. They're going after Absturge. They make a swap. Catch him in 2 stuns. He's not panicked, trades effectively. Now they're going to make another swap over to Peekaboo. Double Fear from WizK denies some damage, but if they're not careful, it could go down and they'll be on match point, and they have to win 4 in a row at that point. It's looking grim for the Gosu crew.
Gosu crew manages to survive the Incarnation. Samayam, you can see those buttons lit up right now. That Incarnation, that is a scary moment in the game, combined with that Innervate every 3 minutes. Samayam's gonna be able to dish out huge damage. Sea-Doo getting swapped to, camping in that Ghost Wolf, allowing it to regenerate some of his health. Riptide comes in, Sea-Doo stabilizes, he survives. Root Beam on Absurge, now Peekaboo in a little bit of pressure, has to line of sight. Trill trying to hunt him down, uses the Metamorphosis, big pressure on Peekaboo right now with a Hex on Absurge, nicely done by Sea-Doo. Peekaboo trades out everything in that exchange, but Absurge able to hold on to all his defensives.
Well-timed Cyclone at low health. WizK able to master spell, and Absurge recovers off the back of it. Sea-Doo's team completely stable in this position. Both teams fairly even at this point. Likely that we're moving into Dampening. Peekaboo trying to punish Trill as he was overextended. Trill jumps back to Sea-Doo's side, catching a couple of Riptides and starting to recover. Peekaboo's got a Smoke Bomb. He's got a Vendetta. He wants to make a move with it, but there's no openings. He's going to have to try and force it.
Yep, unfortunately for the Gosu crew, everyone on Method Orange, they have their trinkets available. They have their defensives rolling. Method Orange looking very stable. But the Gosu crew with that Vendetta, there is an opportunity for them to get some pressure rolling. Absurge already around 60% mana. We haven't seen it come down to mana just yet, but that is an option later on.
Silence Kidney Shot looking to bait some cooldowns here on the side of Method Orange, but they don't fall for the bait, and Trill will recover. Method Orange looking to strike back, and WizK Peekaboo, they read that attack, preempted it, soaking up a lot of the damage and denying a situation here that would have otherwise been incredibly terrifying. The Gosu crew with nice plays defensively. Sam I am now once again on the run. Sea-Doo preemptively reading the situation. Both these teams basically have to read each other's minds to predict these attacks and stay alive. This high-level gameplay is what extends this match so deep into Dampening. The Gosu crew trying to charge forward and bait cooldowns, but every single time they try and fish something out, Method Orange don't fall for it.
Yeah, I want you to pay attention to Method Orange positioning in this matchup. Sea-Doo and Sam I am consistently running away from Peekaboo, always trying to overextend and drag him away from Absurge, so he has to chase, get in midfield, and that allows Sam I am to land these Cyclones, these root beams, where Absurge isn't in an ideal situation. This is what happens once again. But look, Peekaboo, he's trying to reverse the pressure with the blind on Sea-Doo. Kidney Shot on Trill, he's getting lower. Trill has the defensives he needs to survive. Zalzak's Veiled Eye gets procced as well, but they shred through it. Sap on Sea-Doo, this could be his trinket, but opting to hold on to it. Darkness gets used by Trill to stay alive. Silence on Sea-Doo gets reversed. Nice plays by Trill.
Good shot calling by Method Orange to not overlap too many defensive cooldowns. Now Sam I am is looking to ramp up with that Innervate. I think WizK purged that Innervate instantly, trying to deny the stacks as much as possible. Mind controls now on Sam I am to stall it out. The high-level awareness by WizK right here is critical. Sam I am could deal devastating damage. The Gosu crew need to be ready. Peekaboo trades instantly. Instant reaction time by the Gosu crew to deny a lot of damage. Sam I am still holding on to it. Peekaboo on the run, huge hit. Peekaboo in trouble. Absurge in position to try and recover. Looks like the Gosu crew stay alive. Now Sam I am on the back foot.
Yeah, silence on Sea-Doo. Sam I am gets interrupted. The Gosu crew looking to strike back. Sea-Doo still has his trinket and Spirit Link, so the Method Orange isn't doing too bad. Sam I am's incarnation will fade soon. That's going to be an opportunity for the Gosu crew to get aggressive. But you can see Peekaboo, he only has his evasion left. Lot of pressure, drops the Smoke Bomb. Sam I am gets out, he trinkets. Another opening for the Gosu crew.
Good crowd control by Sam I am. Both teams in trouble at this point. Sea-Doo trying to recover with Ascendance, but getting mind controls at low health. WizK trying to put the team on his back here to keep his pressure up. Peekaboo retreating away now, making his move towards midfield, dotting up Trill and WizK. When we get deep in Dampening, things start to get hectic. Anybody could go down at any second. We're very close to that critical point. Who's going to make that one mistake? Who's going to make that slip up and cost their team this match? Right now, I would say the Gosu crew are in a solid position. They have no Smoke Bomb, but Vendetta coming up in 10 seconds. That Vendetta could be a game-winning cooldown for Peekaboo.
Yeah, they might be able to take down Trill. WizK getting swapped too. We saw him fall in game number 1. I like Method Orange making sure they have pressure on WizK in this matchup. Kidney Shot on Trill with a blind on Sea-Doo. Vendetta gets used by Peekaboo. Looks like Sea-Doo's going to have to trinket and drop the Spirit Link. That will keep Trill alive, but the Gosu crew keeps the CC chain going with a fear on Sea-Doo and Sam I am. Ultimately, that will fade. Trill survives, but now Method Orange really not working with much.
Yeah, clean shot calling by Method Orange, but they've burned a lot of their significant defensive cooldowns. The next attack by Gosu crew could be lethal. They're going after Sea-Doo, looking for the kill. They don't have anything to follow up out of this stun. Actually, Peekaboo leading the charge, trying to solo Sea-Doo. Is he gonna find it? Trill's trying to pressure him away. Peekaboo risks a lot to chase down Sea-Doo. He can't keep up the chase. He's gonna peel away. Sea-Doo survives. Peekaboo now on the back foot. Absurge locked down in a clone. WizK gets locked out and can't support the team. Peekaboo in trouble here. Dampening so high. It's becoming so dangerous. Sam I am looking for clones. Gets shut down by Absurge. Sam I am rotting. Sea-Doo doesn't have a lot to work with here. It's actually looking grim for Method Orange.
Yeah, Sam I am getting lower. Silence on Sea-Doo. Do they have any more crowd control? WizK moves into a position for a double fear, but gets cycloned by Sam I am. Beautifully done. We're at 28% Dampening this is going to become increasingly more difficult for these Shamans to keep their teams alive as healing gets reduced. Peekaboo still low, uses the feint, out of line of sight, looking for a big swap on Trill. Double Fear coming in from WizK once again. Can they take down Trill? No trinket available. He has the darkness, and now that he's out of the stun and in that Earthen Shield Totem, he should be completely fine.
Sam I am ramping up that Innervate. Incarnation in 5 seconds. Peekaboo does not have Cloak of Shadows. Peekaboo could just disappear from the arena here shortly if Sam I am sets it up. He's in position. He's got everything ready. Peekaboo pre-evasions, expecting the attack. Sea-Doo now gets silenced. Sam I am is waiting too long. He's on the back foot. Method Orange in trouble. Sea-Doo has to carry the team. Will he be able to in this moment? Sam I am sets up for the kill. Pops that Incarnation. 1 Star Surge, 2 Star Surges. Peekaboo's go. Method Orange moved to match point.
You've been to Trillville, but Sam I am just sent Peekaboo to the moon. Method Orange now on match point. And my goodness, last year, Sea-Doo got pretty darn close. 2% away from taking BlizzCon. But now, it is so close, and he's got some cushion as well.
He's got 3 games worth of leverage that he could potentially lose before he is on match point. It is looking so good for Method Orange. And now, if the Gosu crew was ever to swap comp, I think this is it. This is the moment where they need to do so, because now they've already lost 3 games of RPS. Method Orange are just looking like a different beast today.
And also, that's the thing, right? Losing 3 games of RPS in a matchup that's typically so back and forth, even if the RPS does win the next one, it doesn't have the potential to reverse sweep in a matchup that's been so close. But you don't want to go too far, right? Do you think that there are hopes in this matchup?
It's a best of 7, and that means that the Gosu crew still have another chance to stay in the tournament, but they have to win 4 games in a row, and it's been non-stop games the entire day for them. And Method Orange, their defense just looks so unbreakable, and it's really starting to drain the energy of the Gosu crew.
I don't think that Method Orange has ever looked this good. I think they get to land, they operate on a whole different level, and it's just this unit, it's this whole team together finally being at full power. What do you think the Gosu crew has to do here, Ben?
I think they have to make a change at this point. It doesn't seem like Rogue Priest Shaman is working. I want to see Jellybeans be tagged in on that Survival Hunter, bring out the Outlaw Rogue, just try something else, because the Method Orange seems to really have their number.
What about the Outlaw RPS? We've never really seen them play that. Outlaw Rogue is pretty fantastic in this meta, so that could potentially be an option. Otherwise, the Hunter SP as well is something that they've been running.
There is plenty to think about right now, and as the teams lock in their compositions, this could be the last final moments before Sea-Doo has won a BlizzCon. We're gonna let them lock in their compositions. What will the Gosu crew come up with to try to stop Method Orange? the closest that Sea-Doo has ever been to winning a grand final at BlizzCon is 2%. Now just one game away. BlizzCon, are you ready to crown a new champion? Method Orange is on absolute fire here, and before we jump to the break, we asked each other, we said, do we think that the Gosu crew is going to try to change up their composition? It seems like the best move here. Zico, what else do you think they could bring?
Well, their options are either Outlaw Rogue, Shadow Priest, and Shaman, Outlaw Rogue, Survival Hunter, Shaman, or they could play the Hunter, Shadow Priest that they played against Method Black earlier in the tournament. Those are their 3 top picks, but I don't think they're going to be going for that today.
It's tough to stick to your guns in a situation like this, though. They think that this is their best answer to the composition. They're not going to just operate off of results. I'm just looking at Sam I Am with that priest. It scared me. I highly doubt that that is what he has locked in. But ultimately, it's confirmed not that. Instantly production let me know. That would be... that'd be a pretty bad idea. But ultimately here, the Gosu crew is sticking to their guns with their composition. They think that this is the best answer that they have. This is a comp that got them all the way here. Method Orange, they don't need to change anything.
No, they don't. You can see the Gosu crew, they look kind of positive in this situation. They're still going to be trying their hardest, bringing in that RPS back and forth all year long. But in this series, in this matchup, it seems like Method Orange, they just have their number. They're looking unstoppable with this composition.
There's definitely a lot of admiration between these two teams. They've definitely made each other so much better. But when you look at sheer gameplay, this is one of the best rivalries I think we've ever had in World of Warcraft esports. 50 series, 50 games, 25 and 25 over countless series. To see that happen, to actually get to BlizzCon and be completely equal, and then see Method Orange come out this hot, they may be able to close it out here. Method Orange, if they win this map, they are your BlizzCon 2018 champions, and the gates are now open.
This could quite possibly be it. Sea-Doo looking to break the curse. He needs one more win to get that BlizzCon title. Sam I Am goes all in. Huge damage potentially from him towards WizK. No trades, huge damage. It's match point. Dispersion force right away, but WizK does not crack under the pressure. Fair exchange. They deny the all-in kill. The Gosu crew retreating away. Trill in hot pursuit. They bank even more defensive cooldowns. This initial assault pays its weight in gold for Method Orange.
Yeah, that initial assault was insane from Method Orange, basically getting everything. Dispersion out of the way, Trinket from Absurge out of the way. Peekaboo looking to create some pressure. Kidney shot on Sam I Am. He trinketed aggressive a little bit earlier on, but Gosu crew, they don't really have too much to capitalize. I feel like Sam I Am is sitting pretty, still has the Barskin, has a renewal. Silence on Sea-Doo, the Gosu crew finding pressure. Sea-Doo has to play catch up.
Good shot calling by Sea-Doo. There's no cooldown overlaps. There's no openings right now for the Gosu crew as Method Orange position defensively and get ready for the next attack, but they catch Sea-Doo in center field. They interrupt Sam I Am. Good support by Absturge, but Sea-Doo gets out of that crowd control and likely will survive. Now Absturge locked in crowd control. Peekaboo forced to retreat.
Yeah, take a look at this map. This map is going to allow WizK to get more fears on this map and make it difficult for them to run away. Sea-Doo lands the full hex on Absurge. He has no trinket, but Peekaboo running, styling all over the place. Now making a swap over onto Sam I Am with the kidney shot. He's getting lower, blind on Sea-Doo. He has to trinket, not using the Spirit Link just yet, but Sam I Am nothing left. The Gosu crew are one setup away from putting a point on the board.
Sam I Am out of position, and the Gosu crew pounce on that weakness right away and get a clear opening for a kill here. Vendetta on 31. They've got pressure leading into it. How is Sam I Am going to survive? He's trying to retreat desperately with Sea-Doo around the corner, but WizK is chasing him down for the kill. Absturge position. But they left Trill behind. They make a swap over to him. They catch him out of position. The Gosu crew taking any opportunity they can to get a kill here. They need to win 4 in a row if they want to take this BlizzCon. Everything on the line.
That Gosu crew needs to get through one last defense, and that is Trill's trinket and his darkness. They can get that out of the way. They can take down Sam I Am, but Trill smartly holds on to his trinket so he can assist his team a little bit later on.
Sea-Doo locked in crowd control. Sam I Am can't support, and Peekaboo is gunning down for the throat. Sea-Doo needs to deal with it. He's got that earthen wall totem. It's likely to stabilize, and now the Gosu crew are on the run once again. Absturge locked in crowd control. Sam I Am with no follow-up. The Gosu crew and Method Orange stabilize here. It's still match points. The Gosu crew, their tournament lives on the line. Incarnation up in 30 for Sam I Am, and if Peekaboo is not careful, that could close this out.
Yeah, nice life grip over onto Peekaboo. He makes a swap on Sea-Doo. That was good teamwork from the Gosu crew. Sea-Doo getting lower. He has to run away, but in Ghost Wolf, he should be able to survive if he can get out of line of sight. The Gosu crew playing this matchup a little bit different. All three members charging in on Method Orange, keeping them on their toes.
Ooh, Sea-Doo, dangerous a little bit. Pre-tremors the fear and gets a Hex. Great plays here by Method Orange. WizK forced to void shift right before that incarnation. If Sam I Am can get a clear footing here, he's got a big punch lined up and ready. Who is he going to launch it at is the question. I almost like to see a swap to Absturge, catch him off guard. They've got 4 games to work with. There's the Solar Beam. Where's the incarnation? Peekaboo is on the run. Actually, he's chasing down Sea-Doo. Sea-Doo pre-earthen walls. Both teams just reading the minds of each other, denying a kill once again.
Sam I Am sitting on that incarnation for a little bit longer than we normally expect. Now into the cheap shot. Gosu crew, nice pressure. Silence on Sea-Doo. No reverse for Trill just yet. Sam I Am getting lower, forced to use the bark skin. Peekaboo, no trinket. The only thing he has to keep himself alive is that Cloak of Shadows. Method Orange, they are 1 game away from being the BlizzCon champions of 2018, but the Gosu crew, they are not making it easy.
Incarnation pop. Peekaboo instantly reacts and swaps to try and get some aggressive pressure, gunning down for Sea-Doo. Trill is backing him up, and Peekaboo can't stay this deep. He's on match points. One mistake, and their tournament lives will be over for this year. Sam I Am under pressure. WizK trying to carry. Good crowd control, but Sam I Am stabilizes. Sea-Doo's in position to stay alive. He's trying to get across the map and out of midfield. That way WizK cannot have his way. Absturge is burning the end of his mana. How much longer can he keep his team alive? The momentum looks good. The mind control is solid. That Vendetta ticking away. Peekaboo Shadow steps over, breaks up the chain, but Peekaboo on the ropes. Absturge trades out Spirit Link Totem. Both teams in trouble.
Yeah, Absturge scared, trades out the Spirit Link Totem. That's really the last line of defense. Sam I Am still low. Kidney shot now on Sea-Doo. Sam I Am midfield as Peekaboo makes a swap onto Sea-Doo. Trill trying to get some pressure. Sea-Doo looking to line of sight, drag Peekaboo. Peekaboo not falling for it, but Peekaboo still in a lot of trouble. That is the imprisonment coming in from Trill on Absturge. Gets out of the crowd control. Sam I Am with a nice cyclone, denying the heals from Absturge.
Yeah, Method Orange, they're just taking a deep breather at this point. They've got a huge mana lead. They've got a huge cooldown lead. All they have to do is stay calm, cool, and collected, and this BlizzCon is theirs. If they make a cooldown overlap, if they have a wrong shot call, that could cost them. The Gosu crew try to find an opening here. Sea-Doo deflects, but he gets speared on his trinket.
Oh, no.
Nice moves from WizK. They continue the chain. Sam I Am in trouble, and that is a critical error by Method Orange. They overlap 2 vital defensive cooldowns, and the Gosu crew have created an opportunity.
Yeah, Trill having to drop out that darkness for the first time in this series, I believe. Now a Hex on Absturge. Peekaboo running away. He trinkets evasion. Wants to avoid this damage. Root Beam on Absturge. The crowd control's not done yet, but WizK with the mind controls. He's been on fire, denying Method Orange.
Sam I Am under pressure, but Sea-Doo denies the kill with this earthen wall totem. The entire team stacked up, and Peekaboo dips low. How long can Absturge keep him aggressive? The Gosu crew have to push in for a kill, but they risk their own lives to do so. Everything is on the line as they are on match point. They need to crawl back 4 games in a row, but they're running out of time. They gun down for Sea-Doo, but he pre-astral shifts the incoming attack. That move by Sea-Doo denies the kill once again. Despite those overlap of cooldowns, Sea-Doo outplays, and now Peekaboo in trouble. Trades out Cloak before incarnation. This could be deadly for the Gosu crew in another 40 seconds.
Yeah, Sea-Doo looking to drag Peekaboo out of line of sight once again, but Absturge there to assist. All 3 members of the Gosu crew looking to take down Sea-Doo. He has to play catch-up. Really not working with too many defensive cooldowns. He has the Spirit Link, but without his Ascendance, it's going to be difficult to top off his team.
I mean, look at Absturge's mana at this point. Method Orange have the Gosu crew in a chokehold. They've only got a couple more attempts left in them, and if they can't do it, Method Orange will be the 2018 BlizzCon champions, and they know that. They're stalling, but Absturge is trying to sneak for a drink, gets denied. Sam Am gets caught in the kidney shot. Peekaboo tries to make some plays. They've got a couple more seconds to try and nail a kill. WizK's got good crowd control. Peekaboo, though, he's not committing. He commits now towards the end. Sam Am responds, holding on here for this Vendetta, and if they can survive this, I'm not sure how much longer the Gosu crew can stay in it. Trill setting up the team. Excellent crowd control, but Peekaboo pre-feints the incoming attack. Both teams just reading each other, left, right, center. Can the Gosu crew pull it off? I don't think so. Peekaboo dips dangerously low. Absturge has basically nothing to work with. Peekaboo in evacuation mode, manages to escape for now, but how much longer?
He's running for his life. Absturge trying to get the heals on him. Sam I Am getting crowd control. That was the incarnation. A huge burst from Method Orange, having Peekaboo run for his life. WizK looking to get something going, getting the VTs, getting the dots on everyone. Sea-Doo ahead of the pressure. There's a silence on Sea-Doo though. Peekaboo low, kidney shot on Sam-I-Am. Both teams in trouble, Sid.
Sam-I-Am hanging on by a thread, but they've got so many answers to trade. The Gosu crew are the ones on the ropes here. Dampening getting to critical mass. Absterge playing out of his mind. WizK doing everything he can, but they just can't break the defense. Peekaboo trying to set up the play here with a shadow step kick, but Absterge is locked in crowd control. Both healers removed from combat. Sam-I-Am low. Peekaboo is low as well. Anyone's match with the Cyclone is good. The stunts to follow up, but there's just not enough damage. Peekaboo stays alive, trying to duck down around the corner. They silence up Sea-Doo. They're trying to chase down Sam-I-Am. They interrupt him. He can't bark skin. Sea-Doo likely needs to link here. They're trying to hold on to it. Earthen Wall Totem. Great shot calling by Method Orange. They stay calm under the pressure.
There is so much on the line for these two teams. Peekaboo now into a Cyclone. Sam-I-Am doing a good job denying. The Gosu crew are at 20% dampening. As that ramps up, it's going to be more and more difficult for Absterge and Sea-Doo to keep their teams alive. Sam-I-Am looking for potentially some crowd control on Absterge, but no, just looking to reposition with Sea-Doo. WizK charging in, looking for a fear. Sea-Doo trying to deny it. Kidney shot now on Sam-I-Am. Trill keeping the pressure up on Peekaboo. Silence on Sea-Doo. Sam-I-Am has to bark skin. In the meantime, Peekaboo under fire, has the cloak of shadows if he needs it, but Sam-I-Am's the one in trouble.
The Gosu crew are going to have to take the gamble at some point in this game and risk their own lives to put Method Orange down, but right now, Sam-I-Am sets up for the win. WizK reverses it. Pressure on both sides. Cloak of Shadows has been forced. Darkness has been forced. Teams are running out of cooldowns. Sea-Doo is still crowd control. Sam-I-Am gets mind control of the darkness for a second, but they manage to break it up. Sam-I-Am slowly but surely stabilizing, and Peekaboo's on the back foot. How much longer can he stay deep on Method Orange is the question. Sea-Doo is silenced up. They need to gun it down. Sam-I-Am renewals. He stays in the fight. They drop the Spirit Link to stay on top of Method Orange, but Method Orange just can't be toppled.
Yeah, Sea-Doo is so greedy, still has that Spirit Link totem, and that is so vital at this point in dampening. Peekaboo getting stunned up, triple CC coming in from Method Orange, full Cyclone on Absterge. Peekaboo trades out everything to stay alive, kidney shot on Trill, looking to line of sight. Incapacitate over onto Sam-I-Am, nicely done by WizK, backing up Peekaboo just a little bit, trying to slow down Trill and Sam.
Everything rides on Sam-I-Am's shoulders right here. He can carry the team to the 2018 BlizzCon champions here in 15 more seconds if he sets up excellent crowd control. Peekaboo will be eradicated. Peekaboo panics. He messes up the machine, returns on Trill. That's an opening for Method Orange. 8 more seconds. They're setting it up. Method Orange are looking for the win. Peekaboo gets stunned up. The wind shear is good. Method Orange want to go all the way. The crowd control chaining in. WizK doing whatever he can to keep Peekaboo alive, but it's not looking like it might be enough. Absterge pulls off the miracle. They're still alive.
Absterge somehow holds on. Peekaboo survives. WizK low, forced into the dispersion. Method Orange has all the pressure. Crowd control still rolling on Absterge. Finally, the Cyclone ends. Kidney shot on Sea-Doo. Peekaboo barely holding on. WizK falls, and Method Orange has done it.
Ladies and gentlemen, shake these halls and make some noise. Let everyone at BlizzCon know we have a new world champion. Method Orange has done it.
Unbelievable performance from Method Orange. Finally besting their toughest competition in North America. 4-0 the Gosu crew in the finals, and what a way to do it.
A clean sweep, $280,000 in prize pool, but it goes so much bigger than that. A 5th place, a 4th place, a 3rd place, a 2nd place, but the dream never realized until right now. And this was the team to do it as well. You talk to Mez, he says no other team in the world would he have been on. He would not do it with anyone but Trill, one of the best innovators in the game. It doesn't matter which aspect he's playing. Sam-I-Am, the glue that this team needed, and Sea-Doo year in and year out, your new champion.
Look at this crowd. This is all for you guys. The BlizzCon champions 2018. I can only imagine what's going through your mind right now. I can see a tear in your eye. What are the emotions you're feeling right now?
I can't even explain it. I've been wanting this for so long. You know, I've tried for so hard for so long. It just took the perfect group of people to help me through it. I couldn't have asked for a better team. These guys are absolutely incredible.
Method Orange, ladies and gentlemen. I want to get a word with Sam. Sam, you joined this roster midway through the year. Could you have ever imagined you'd be holding that trophy right now?
Honestly, no. But you know, after playing with them, like, I just realized that they're such amazing players. Both these guys, I've never been on a better team. Like, Trill, he is so good, it's unbelievable. He is so fucking good at this game. And it just means a lot to be on a team with these guys, you know? It means so much.
We talk about the roster, the support from the four of you, but obviously we've got to talk about the rest of the support at home, Cass, here, the crowd, everyone cheering Chuck, cheering Sea-Doo. Do you have any words for those people?
I mean, first and foremost, I would not be able to do this without my wife. You guys may not know me, but you guys may not know me that well, but I have an incredible wife at home with a new son, and they are definitely my biggest support system. They allow me to do what I do on a day-to-day basis. And you know, besides that, the crowd, the fans, you guys are so good to me. So many losses and so many letdowns, and you guys are still coming out here to cheer me on online and, you know, in person. It just means so much to me. I can't thank you guys enough.
All right. Last question before I let you guys have a well-deserved night and, well, however long you want of celebration. Chuck, it's a question that a lot of people have been wondering. Was this the last game we see you play competitively? There's a few answers here.
I will play with this team for as long as they want to.
It's what everyone wanted to hear. Method Orange are your BlizzCon champions 2018. Rich, what a show.
One more time. Trill, Sea-Doo, Mez, and Sam I Am. This was truly the dream team that came together. And not only were they able to do it for NA for the first time since 2013, they just did it with a clean sweep against the rivals that they've gone back and forth with time and time again. We got to give it up for the Gosu crew as well. Without them, NA, look, NA took this BlizzCon. It's absolutely insane to see.
Absolutely crazy stuff. Most people on the desk, myself included, of course, thought that Europe was going to be the stronger region. Europe sending 5 teams to this competition, all eliminated. NA, 3 teams, and 2 of them made it to the grand finals. Not only that, but Sea-Doo wins BlizzCon. Method, for the first time ever, wins BlizzCon as well. First NA versus NA final in any title at BlizzCon. So much history in the making today, and it couldn't have gone to a more well-deserving squad. Congratulations and well played.
I think that the crowd can back us up as well, that they want to see Method Orange and the Gosu crew both compete for many years to come. Let's take a look at how both of these teams made it all the way to the grand final. It really was, too, Method Orange who gets there very, very quickly in a dominant fashion, and is just waiting there for whoever is going to come their way.
Yeah, Method Orange with a dominating performance, didn't drop a single series in this tournament, marching their way to the grand finals. They took down Skill Capped EU, they took down Method Black, as well as other teams in this tournament, making it to the grand finals, and then a 4-0 stomp. Such a well-deserved victory for the squad.
And you just can't stop thinking about what it actually meant for Method Orange as well. You obviously talk about some of those losses that Sea-Doo has faced. You talk about the fact that he has a newborn child, and then you also look at Mez. He's in a very similar situation. Mez has been competing for so long. He has a family of his very own. And then on the other hand, you have Trill and Sam I Am, who are these young guns, and they come together, and the way that they work as a team is unlike any other squad that we really have seen. And I feel like that is one of the reasons that we see everybody coming out and cheering for them. And also, on the other hand, the Gosu crew as well. The way that these teams actually care about each other is fantastic to see when you look out at a sea of people cheering who all have come together under the same game. Yes, this prize pool is incredible. It's great to see that Method Orange just got $120,000, but it's just so much bigger than that.
We couldn't have asked for a more wonderful finish to this year's of competition. We saw every single region rise and ascend to a whole nother level. Method Orange just blow out the finals. Clean precision, no mistakes. I've never seen a team perform to that level, really. And moving now into next year, if all these teams go home and take the knowledge that they've gotten from this event and apply it to next year, things just only get better.
I just don't think that, I can't think of a way that we have a more incredible year of World of Warcraft esports than this one.
It's absolutely been insane. We've had more tournaments than ever. The competition has been higher than ever. The ANZ region had a phenomenal performance in this tournament. China knocked out the second seed out of Europe and had a deep run, 4th/3rd place. NA, 2 teams in the finals. Couldn't be more crazy. And the competition just all across the board has just stepped up. And I can't wait to see next year.
Honestly, a big shout out to Method Orange, but a big shout out to all the teams that competed this year because they put on a show for us from start to finish. And also a huge shout out to all the fans watching these shows. It's been awesome getting to commentate these games with this team all year, and it's just been so much fun.
To get to go around the world with all these players and see everything that they've accomplished, it has just been such a crazy trip, and we thank all of you for being there with us. I can't believe that the year has come to an end. Congratulations one more time to Method Orange and everything that they have achieved. Your new 2018 Arena World Championship. I cannot believe 5th place, 4th place, 3rd place, 2nd place, Caster, and now Sea-Doo has the gold alongside Trill, Mez, and Sam I Am. North America has taken the throne. EU is gonna have to try again next year. They had the reins for quite some time, but now it was an all NA affair. Thank you all for being with us throughout the entire year. One of the most competitive years of World of Warcraft esports we have ever seen. Every single region fielding their best, but it is clear there is one region who's just a little bit better. NA getting all the way to the grand finals, and Method Orange taking the entire thing. Cannot wait to see you next time. Thank you for everything.